Sure. Here's a rewritten and more detailed version of your story. It all began with a night I'll never forget. Lisa, my wife, and her circle of high society friends gathered in our living room, each of them nursing glasses of fine wine, sharing tales of extravagant vacations, and boasting about their luxurious lifestyles. Conversations were filled with name-dropping, mentions of designer brands, and comparisons of private islands and five-star dining. It was a world that made me feel like an outsider, but I bit my tongue and stayed silent. The topic of our upcoming vacation came up, a trip to one of the most exclusive resorts in the country. Lisa eagerly mentioned it, but when she casually dropped that we had booked a standard room, her tone shifted. One of her friends, Veronica, raised an eyebrow and scoffed. "Standard, Lisa? Darling, only the elites deserve the real rooms, suites with private pools, ocean views, and exclusive services. That's how the truly luxurious vacation." The laughter that followed was sharp, mocking, and relentless. Lisa, laughing along, didn't hesitate to join in, and it stung. To them, I was a commoner, a man who didn't belong in their world. Later, as we lay in bed, I couldn't ignore the uncomfortable truth. The woman I married, who had once been humble, grounded, and practical, had become obsessed with wealth and status. But instead of confronting her, I decided to show them all a lesson they wouldn't forget. The day of the trip arrived, and Lisa was practically glowing with excitement. She stood outside, designer suitcase in hand, waiting for the chauffeur-driven car to take us to the airport. Her friends, equally thrilled, boasted about the luxury awaiting them. "This is going to be the best trip ever," Veronica declared, adjusting her oversized sunglasses. "Five-star dining, private beaches, spas. This is what real vacations are all about. Best of all," Brian added with a smirk, "no commoners to cramp our style." I kept quiet, watching as Lisa and her friends strutted around like royalty. They didn't know I had planned the trip carefully, in a way they would never expect. When we boarded the private jet, they all assumed it was part of their elite privileges. Lisa remarked casually, "I told you, my husband may be simple, but he knows how to follow my lead." I clenched my jaw but kept my calm. The real surprise was yet to come. When we landed in paradise, the resort was everything they had dreamed of: white sandy beaches, crystal-clear waters, and a level of luxury most could only imagine. But as Lisa confidently approached the receptionist to check into their extravagant suites, the receptionist's smile faltered. "I'm sorry, Mrs. Carter," the receptionist said. "It appears your suite reservation has been cancelled." Lisa's face darkened. "What? That's impossible. We booked the best suites." Veronica immediately demanded, "Are you joking? Call your manager. This is unacceptable." The receptionist looked uncomfortable but stayed calm. "It seems there was an issue with the payment. Your suite wasn't secured." Suddenly, I stepped forward and pulled out my phone. "Actually, I handled all the reservations," I said, with a small smile. The receptionist's expression brightened, and she checked her system again. "Ah, yes, Mr. Carter. Your presidential suite is ready, along with 3 luxury villas under your name." A stunned silence filled the room as Lisa's friends exchanged looks of disbelief. "Wait. What?" Brian muttered, still trying to process. Lisa's jaw dropped. "You booked the presidential suite?" she asked, unable to hide her shock. I shrugged nonchalantly. "I planned ahead," I said, casually. While Lisa and her friends scrambled to sort out their last-minute accommodations, I led my friends and family to the luxurious presidential suite. The moment we entered, a personal butler greeted us with refreshments. The suite was vast, with floor-to-ceiling windows offering panoramic ocean views. A private infinity pool glistened outside, and a 5-star meal was set on the dining table. Lisa walked in hesitantly, still stunned.